Welcome to a story about the full Thanksgiving. We hope we can teach you some new things about how this tradition began.
In England, King James demanded that everyone live in the same religion or leave England.
A group of people called the Puritans refused to obey.
We believed we had the right to worship whomever we believed in. We called ourselves pilgrims. We fled to the New World, America, which we believed to be full of savages.
The Mayflower was the only ship that would be able to cross the ocean.
On September 6, 1620, 102 men, women, and children and their furniture, hens, pigs, dogs, and 9 cats crowded aboard the small ship. We were crowded below the deck, and we suffered terrible seasickness. On December 11, 1620, the Pilgrims and the Mayflower landed at Plymouth Rock. The Pilgrims finally had a home.
We huddled in blankets and layers of clothes.
We only had 5 corners of corn to eat a day. 8 pilgrims died in January, 17 in February, and 13 in March. When spring arrived, only 57 pilgrims and who had survived. 17 were children.
There were few of us left, but we were called to survive.
We planted peas, wheat, and barley. We also scouted for Native Americans.
But the Pilgrims didn't meet any.
Then one day when the birds were calling and the leaves were blowing, we were shocked to see a tall Native American come walking to Plymouth.
At first we were scared, but then he raised his hands and said, "Welcome, Englishmen." He spoke English.
He was very friendly.
The next week, the naval American returned with Squanto and the leader of the tribe.
Squanto interpreted while the tribe leader and the Pilgrims created a peace treaty.
Then I decided to stay at Plymouth. I could see that the Pilgrims did not know how to survive in the New World. They could barely catch enough fish for their colony. So I taught them how to fish with nets, and I took them to waters where there were lots of fish. Then in late May, Squanto taught us how to plant beans, corn, pumpkin, and squash, just like the Wampanoag tribe had done.
Then he showed us the leaf nests of the squirrels, the hideouts of the skunks and raccoons, and the turkeys that lived in the forest.
Squanto showed the Pilgrims how to survive in the New World. He gave them the tools they needed to live in this different land. Because of Squanto's help, the harvest of 1621 was more than the Pilgrims could dream of. Corn, beans, pumpkins, wheat, and barley spilled from their baskets. There were dried venison, salmon, herring, cod, and duck stacked up.
Waves of wild berries lay drying in the sun.
The chickens laid lots of eggs, and the cats grew fat on field mice.
It was time to celebrate. The terrible winter was done. The suffering was over.
The new governor, William Bradford, asked Squanto to invite a few of his friends to a feast.
The women baked bread. Boards were set up on barrels topped with cloth and placed in the middle of the street.
Squanto's friends arrived the day of the feast with 5 deer and many turkeys. Instead of a few friends, he brought 90.
At first we were shocked, but then we went back to work.
For 3 days, the Pilgrims and Native Americans feasted and played games.
It was pure celebration.
We didn't know what a tradition we had begun.
We called it the Green Corn Dance.
Now it is called the First Thanksgiving.
In the years that followed, President George Washington decided to have a first National Thanksgiving Day.
President Lincoln decided the last Thursday in November as a holiday of Thanksgiving and praise. Today it's still a harvest festival, but it's more than that.
Thanksgiving is a special day which we take time to appreciate, whether it is
Family,
friends,
pets,
education,
Opportunity,
or food to eat.
We